Hi everybody, welcome back to the trail on another beautiful day in Shenandoah. We are going to continue our hike. We're at the Calf Mountain shelter right now. Going to go north about 10 miles up to Rip Rap Parking. It's going to be kind of down, up, down, and then kind of up to a bouncy ridge. I'll show elevation view now. And then once we're about halfway, there's a spur trail for Turk Mountain, and I've never been out there, so I'm going to do that as well, and we're going to go see that for the first time. So without further ado, let's get back on the trail. All right, here we go. So I think in total we are going to be going up like 2,600 feet in elevation and down about 2,200 feet in elevation. All in all, it's a 400 something foot elevation gain from where we are now to the end. There's some pretty good views further up north, and I'm excited to show you those because, like, thus far the scenery's been kind of lackluster. And I'm not talking about just like no leaves. Like, there's a lot better views up further north. So we'll do that, and then I think our highest point is 3,200 feet in elevation. We're about 23 right now, I want to say. So we're going up and down a good amount. I think the difference between the highest and the lowest point is about 1,000 feet. Pretty standard day out on the AT. And the trail is sloppy. It's freezing today. Forgot my puffy, and I was like cranking the first couple of miles this morning at like 9:30. It was still 26, 27 degrees, and the only way to stay warm was to get going fast. Also got my full pack on today. I don't have all my gear in it though. I honestly just kind of forgot to pack it because I knew it wasn't gonna be like an overnighter. But I'm glad I did because I just got some water, and I'll be able to feel if like the pack has any like spots that rub or doesn't fit right, and take care of it before I do anything huge. And so far it's been amazing. It's a Z-Pack Arc Blast 55 liter, and I'm very pleased with it so far. So if you ever wonder how we like figure out where the trail is, let's see if I can't find something. So there's blazes all over the place, and from what I was taught, and this has been widely debated by hikers along the trail, is depending on there's 4 different types of blazes. There's a single blaze, which we're coming up on the left, and so on that tree is, I forget what the actual dimensions are, but they're a blaze, and that's pretty standard. And so you'll see them stacked on top of each other. That's a double blaze. That's supposed to mean caution. And then the kickovers, kickover left and kickover right, denotes like turn. So using those different blaze patterns, you kind of know where the trail goes. And it's pretty easy anyway because it's a very well-worn trail and pretty easy to see just with the naked eye. But not always easy. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys back when that we are at Turk Mountain. Doesn't really, nothing really to see until then. So check back with you guys in a few minutes. So we're coming down the hill, and I just thought this was really cool. This is Sawmill Run. Super peaceful. I love this kind of thing. So, if you take a look off in the distance, you can see through the trees like a mountaintop. That's Calf Mountain. We just came down and up Sawmill Run. And a run is different than a gap because a run has water going through it. And so we're right on the left-hand side of this elevation shot is a teal dot. That's kind of where we are right now. So we're right in between the two big mountains, Turk Mountain being the other one today. So if we pan around, you can see the ridge that we have to climb up to. That's 2.5 miles away. And then to the left is Turk Mountain. So we're going to keep going down and then up, and that's where we're going to go. It's kind of awesome. We're able to read the topography like this when there's no leaves, because it kind of gives you a new perspective of how far things are away from each other. Trail just opened up and I had to film this. It looks so cool. So you can see everywhere on both directions. I love that. That is east towards Washington. And then when we get up to Turk Mountain, right over there, we're going to be able to see west towards the Shenandoah Valley and Waynesboro and all of that. Fire had to have come through here not too long ago. This kind of looks like a burned out section. I think there was a fire in Shenandoah. So we are almost to the top of Turk Mountain, and I wanted to show you where we came from. You see off in the distance there's like that power line path. So we crossed that a little bit to the right, just about where like the border of where you can see is. And then if you follow and come across to the left and along that ridge line, the one that's closest to us, that's where the trail goes. That's where Skyline Drive is. And then we've been kind of switchbacking up Turk Mountain, and we made a left right over there through the trees. So we're going to keep going up, and we should be there very, very soon. Hello. Huffing and puffing again. That's pretty cool. That's off towards the east. Richmond's probably more in that direction like DC is, because we're so far south. Oh, here's the cairn. It might be the top. Let's go take another look where we came from. Hello. How you doing? Alright, they didn't go past as quickly as I'd hoped. Alright, so we're at the top for sure. Alright, almost fell there. What the hell? It's kind of annoying. Alright, I'm gonna get positioned and then start again. The view from up here is incredible. So that's the Shenandoah Ridge that we're going to be hiking up for the next few weeks. And then this is the Shenandoah Valley and the ridgeline on the other side. And you don't get a good appreciation for it here, but one of the things that I really like about the Blue Ridge Mountains, and this is really true in like North Carolina and Tennessee, is like you can take a look from a ridgeline, and it's only because the Shenandoah Valley is so wide, but when you're like in the thick of it, they look like they go on forever in the most amazing, like different shades of blue. Well, this is pretty cool out here. All right, heading back to the trail, and then we should be about halfway back to the car, halfway to Rip Rap Trailhead, and then at the end of the day, we should potentially get a nice sunset view, or at least get close to one. Might stop at a overlook and capture it, because can't waste something like that. All right, so we just got past Turk Mountain Gap and are at the next mountain. I don't know exactly what it's called, but what's really cool about up here is like, so we're at the top of the ridge and you can see off into the distance, and then panning over to the left side, because we're on top of the ridge, right over there you can see the other side of the valley. It's not great views, but like you can't get that in the summer. This would be completely blocked by the leaves. So you can see how many trees are here. But it's starting to get chilly again. It's about 4 o'clock. Got probably, 2 hours before the sun sets. We're about 4 miles away. So we've got plenty of time to get back with a little bit of buffer in case something happens, which it won't. But we are about to get to the highest point on the trail, or this section of the trail that we're hiking today. About 3,200 feet of elevation right in front of us. One of the things that happened recently that I want to share with everybody, because it could be a new addition to the channel soon. College and Swish recently moved to the area. Well, Swish already did. He's in DC, going to be working at NASA. And then college starts at Hopkins in a couple weeks, but I think he's moving up in a couple days. So the two of them, I was talking to them, and they're definitely interested in coming out to hike, so hopefully we'll get them out to do a little guest cameo for the channel and these section hikes. And see what it was, see what they have to say about Shenandoah now that they've done it once, and just day hiking, see what their take is on the sitch. But it's been a beautiful day today. We're gonna go kind of bouncing down this last 4 miles. When I say bouncing, I mean like it's not gonna be a straight gradual decline. We're gonna go up about 3 or 4 times, as if you were like dropping a ball and it bounced down a hill or something. I think we are gonna go up to that to the right and over. Oh, deadfall. There's a lot of these out in the park right now. Given the time of year, it doesn't surprise me. It's I'd say the official start of through hiking season. There's already people on Reddit posting their pictures in Georgia, and it is snowing down there. They are waking up with frozen gear and everything of this sort, so really feel for them. So happy I started in May. But yeah, looking forward to college and Swish being on the channel, and also the thru hikers coming up. A little bit more action going on in the park that time of year, in a couple months when everybody's itching to get out. I mean, not that people aren't itching to get out now, but like it was 25 when I started today, and I think it might have gotten up to 45, and it's starting to drop again. So it'll be good. Alright, see you on the trail. Alright, we are getting to the end of the hike. The sun's setting on the day, and always a good time to wrap up. We are probably about a quarter mile away from the parking lot. Got a little bit of an uphill before we're done. And then it's like 5:15. The sun sets at 6:02 today, and I should still be in the park. So I'm so far south, I gotta drive a little ways on Skyline. I should still be in the park when it sets. I'm hoping that I can post up at an overlook and get a nice sunset for the end of this video, but we'll see what happens. And then next week, I'm planning on getting here early. It's daylight savings, which should make it a little bit harder maybe. Well, it really doesn't matter. It's just I'm going to be waking up an hour early regardless, just getting out the door quicker. But want to try and catch the sunrise at the end of the Rip Rap Trail. I think it's called Cathedral Rocks, and I think it's supposed to be similar to Turk Mountain when we were there, and I want to try and catch the sunrise maybe. I got to take a look at the topography map to see if it's on the right side of the ridge, like the east side of the ridge. But if it is, I'm definitely going to do that. Or I might just show up anyway and get the sunrise from one of the overlooks. Who knows? And then the week after that, I'm going to be in New Mexico for the Baton Memorial Death March. And that's going to be a lot of fun. That's at White Sands Missile Range Army Base. And I'm going to see Shane for the first time in like, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years maybe a year. I forgot exactly when he moved out there, but it's been a while. Before I went on the trail, I forgot how long before. And I would love to get a video of that for my other series, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'm going to bring my stuff, but army bases don't tend to like you videotaping on their grounds, so I'm willing to bet I won't be able to, but we'll see what happens. Alright, let's bring this home. Skyline Drive's right there. Kind of spoils the illusion when you're trying to get away to the backcountry. And they've got signs for you're entering the backcountry, like 100 yards on either side of Skyline. But when you hear cars, it's hard to believe that you're really in the backcountry. Got a nice little warming sunbeam on me right now. It's really gotten quite cold, but hustling over here to the last little bit help keep the shivers away. And there is the parking lot. All right. Thank you all for coming to hike with me today. Been another great day on the AT, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all next week when we go for another 10 miles. And stay tuned for some, hopefully, epic bonus sunset footage. Later days. This might be the best that we get for this sunset. It looks like it's kind of cloudy at the horizon over there, so I don't think we're going to get much more light than what you see now. It's scheduled to go down in like 3-4 minutes. But I don't think we're going to see anything that great. I'll try to take some pictures if it does, but like no point in recording this if it's not going to be epic. And it's cold outside. So I really, really, really want to go back into my car.